On this episode of Wrestle News Weekly, we hear from Mr. Crazy. Also, will Lil d.i.c accept Wet Knife's challenge? We'll hear from her today as well. Also, we have a concerning medical update regarding BooBoo. Hello folks, welcome to Wrestle News Weekly. I'm your host, Ricky Sailboats. Now, last week, we had a long episode where we covered the entirety of the final stand, what went down, what happened. Of course, you can watch that at the link in the description today. But anyways, what I want to talk about is Mr. Crazy. Now, he had a big marquee match. He was in the main event of the final stand, and he beat down Gunnar Jones in an incredibly bloody death match. Well, folks, here's Mr. Crazy with a few words about that match and what exactly is next.
As you guys know, at the final stand, I finally beat Gunnar Jones. I proved to him that I'm the better man, and everyone already knew that, I think. But it's time to look forward to the journey ahead and to my final opponent. I am coming for Johnny Champion. He doesn't deserve those titles. He doesn't deserve the EBF title. He's barely even fought any matches. So, I think I'm going to take him down. And I challenge you, Johnny Champion, whenever you're ready.
Whoa, big fighting words there from Mr. Crazy, and it looks like he really wants Johnny Champion. We've seen this progress week over week, but it seems like now's the time. Johnny Champion is up to you to answer. Speaking of people that are answering about things, we talked to Wet Knife last week, and he talked a little bit about how it felt to be betrayed by Lil d.i.c. And he also put out an open challenge. He wants to fight Lil d.i.c, but does Lil d.i.c want to fight him? Let's hear her thoughts right now.
Oh, sorry. In the studio. Didn't see you there. I hear you, Wet Knife. You want to get me? You want to get me? I want to get you. You've been on the top for far too long, thinking you run this place. You ain't nothing but a low-life SoundCloud rapper. I'ma teach you a lesson. I accept your challenge on one condition. Career match. I win, you ain't never stepping in a ring again because you aren't wrestling. You aren't anything. I'm the new thing. I'm gonna be on top. So Wet Knife, count your days, cause this gonna be real quick.
Well, it looks like the match is gonna go forward. Mr. Boss, it's just up to you to make that match. Speaking of which, Mr. Boss, we actually don't know what the name of the next show is, the next big pay-per-view event, so I'm just looking forward to hearing that back from you. Speaking of hearing back, folks, I still have no word from Magic Magdalena. She was supposed to arrive today for her interview, but alas, something fell through and she just couldn't make it today. Strange things keep happening to Magdalena, and I'm really start to worry for her safety. So, best of luck to you, Magdalena, and hopefully we can get you on the show someday. Anyways, folks, our next topic is... Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Gunnar Jones. Let me just get straight to the point here. It's been quite a while since you've seen me in a state like this. Well, let me tell you something. I'm not in the mood to talk. I'm in the mood to fight. Oh, what's prompting me to say all this? Gunnar Jones, you lost your match at the final stand against Mr. Crazy. That means you're going to have to give up Normal Steve. Okay, I will. Normal Steve is free. One of you is just going to have to come to my place and get him. That's all there is to it. I will let you have Normal Steve. He is still under my provision. You can have him. I don't want him. I don't need him anymore. I lost the match against Mr. Crazy. So, whether it be Mr. Crazy, whether it be someone else, come and get him. It's all gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. Normal Steve is free. I'll send you the coordinates.
Oh God, this is terrible news. I'm so sorry, folks. Gunnar Jones hacked into our feed again, and oh my goodness. Hey, if there's someone out there in the back, any of you folks running camera, any wrestlers back there, anybody, please, we need your help now. Normal Steve is still in great danger, and it looks like someone is gonna have to get him out. My goodness. I'm so sorry, folks. I didn't know that was going to happen there. Gunnar Jones is a vicious, vile, evil man, and I don't know why he's been exiled from this company yet. But anyways, that's beside the point. Normal Steve needs your help, so please someone, answer the call. Also, folks, I was just informed before this show began that we actually have a medical update on BooBoo, formerly BooBoo of the Crazy Chicken's tag team. You know, he had quite the brutal match between him and his former tag team partner Lulu at Battlefield. It was all over the place, but it was eventually Lulu who picked up the win, and we now know that BooBoo has actually been critically injured from that match.
Did she just knee him in the no-no zone?
Oh
God!
And a
Knee
punch
him
to
in
the
his
face.
chicken eggs. Oh, God!
Doctors say he broke one of his chicken wings, and it's going to be quite a while before he's ready to get back in the ring again. Disgusting Lulu. I bet she has no remorse for her partner. Or maybe she does. I'll have to schedule an interview here with her sometime. And folks, as we come toward the end of our show here, there's only one thing left to do. It's talk about the Wrestler of the Week. And folks, I'm sorry to say this, but this week's Wrestler of the Week is Johnny Champion. Yes, that's right. It's his third time being Wrestler of the Week, but let me tell you something. He won his match against Professor Farts at the final stand in a submission match. He dominated Professor Farts, and so far, he's been undefeated here in this company so far. He is our world champion, and it doesn't look like his reign of terror isn't going to stop anytime soon. All of this and more is why Johnny Champion makes up our Wrestler of the Week yet again. And folks, well, this has been another edition of Wrestle News Weekly. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget that we have episodes like this every single week, so I'll be back here next week with more bombshell breaking news announcements regarding SuperCharged Wrestling, Extreme Backyard Fighting, and so much more. My name's Ricky Sabolt. Good night.